there's a little more that I also want to add to that about putting y'all first. And that is what I'm also seeing in some of these videos where women are going out dating, going on dates with men and talking about what they got and why they won't spend it on them. Let me explain that, because this shit is crazy that y'all even think this way. Ladies, listen. Would you take your money and spend it on a man that you just met and take him to where he want to go and pay for what he want to eat and deal with him giving you an attitude and you spending your money and he ain't spending nothing? Would you do what you're asking the men to do for you? And I already know your answer is going to be, oh, no, hell no. Okay, that's the same way we look at y'all. Y'all just sound crazy, man. Y'all want the new guy and the boyfriend to do the job of a husband when we don't even know you like that. If you a girlfriend, it ain't no guarantee that I'm gonna marry you. And if you a person I'm dating, it ain't no guarantee that me and you gonna date. So why would I go and take you, any man? Why would any man go and take you to a 5-star restaurant unless that's where he wants to go and that's how he lives? And those guys are always going to have multiple women because they have the option and the power to do so. And ain't nothing you could do to stop it. You got the options to date as many men as you want. And a man has the option to fuck as many women as he wants. He's paying for it.
It's y'all fault. It's what y'all
when
want.
you get with a man, another thing I want to address that y'all say that don't make sense and y'all don't seem to get it is where you think you can get with the man who has the money and you got nothing. And then you think because he's seeing people, you could see people. Listen to me, ladies. You can't. If you think that you could do that, then why you got to sneak and hide it? Because you know you can't do it. See, the guy who got the money, he ain't gonna sneak in. He ain't got to sneak and hide. He tell you. But y'all sneak and hide everything. And the reason you do that is because you know that if that guy catches you talking to somebody else, or y'all think you just gonna say sorry, that ain't how it's gonna work with the man with money. He don't like to share. He don't like to share. He's going to fire you and go get somebody else. Why? Because he ain't sharing. Because check this out and hear me well. The men that you ladies choose and the guys that y'all go fuck, they be down. Y'all fuck down. Men fuck up. And I heard a podcast a while back. Well, it was a recording. It wasn't really a podcast. Where it was a white dude talking. You could tell he was white. And he was saying that the women fuck up and the men fuck down. That's not true. The women fuck down and the men fuck up. A man is not going to get a woman worse than what he had. He going to go get somebody better. Especially when he done went through it with her and she done did this. He going to make sure that he don't repeat that problem because he's going to pay for it if he makes a mistake. However, when the women cheat, they always cheat with the guy that don't got nothing. That's less than the guy that they with. The guy that really don't want a relationship with them, that just told them all the shit they wanted to hear, that didn't even have nothing, and they'll go and spend. The women are, okay, guys, this is a thing I also need to say. Women will put in the effort for the man that has nothing. This is why I say they're backwards. They will give the man with nothing everything. They'll go pick him up. They'll go drop him off. They'll go give him money. They'll help him out. And the man that's got things, they don't give him anything. They don't believe that they should give the guy who has stuff anything. The guy that's doing for them, they don't believe in giving him anything. They believe in giving their effort and money to the guy that has nothing. All right. I'm going to make this little piece of video to try to help the women out because I see a lot of y'all lost out there, like always. And the thing is that you guys believe that you should help the guy that don't have anything. And the guy that has some, you shouldn't help him at all because he got plenty. He don't need your help. Right?
Say what?
So let me try to explain this in a way that you ladies in the future will stop making this terrible mistake, okay? This really bad backwards way of thinking. Let me try to help you out and explain it in a way where it'll make more sense why you should help the one that has instead of helping the one that don't. You shouldn't be talking to the one that don't if that guy don't even want you, don't want to give you a marriage, make a baby with you, but don't want to be with you. I don't know where that thinking come from, but anyway, let me explain it like this. Imagine this is the stock market, okay? You got gold and you got paper. Both are on the stock market, okay? Gold is through the roof. Gold is just going up. Paper is just sitting there. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It's not going to go nowhere. It ain't never really went nowhere. Paper just always stays stagnant. Didn't move, okay? What you guys are doing is you're taking the guy who has nothing, went to jail, never helped you out, don't want to give you shit, don't really got shit of his own. You picking him up, you dropping him off, you buying him underwear, you getting him socks, you taking care of him, you cooking for him. Y'all letting him blow your back out and do all this shit to y'all. That's y'all belief. And then y'all make babies with that guy, okay? And then you come later in life after making your babies with the guy with nothing and helping him, and then you come to the guy that you want the guy to have a lot to take care of the other guy's kids, which unfortunately, ladies, I'm going to have to say that that's just going to be a no. Absolutely not. It's never going to happen. Men don't like that. We've never liked that, and we're not into that, and we don't support that, okay? Let me help you out here, okay? You're better off getting a below average man that would have no problems and maybe accept that. An average or above average man will never accept that. But let's get back to the stock market example, because I really want you to get this, okay? Paper's not going nowhere. Never went nowhere. Gold is going up. So here's what y'all are doing. Y'all are putting all y'all money in the paper. Just putting it in the paper. Just dumping it in the paper. Just putting everything, investing into paper. And y'all have an option to get to invest into gold, but you say, I don't really want to put nothing in gold. I put a little bit in on gold. I ain't gonna put a little bit in. I ain't gonna put a lot in on gold. I'm putting a lot in on paper, right? This is what y'all are doing. Okay, so down the road, couple of years into this, gold goes through the roof. Paper stays at the bottom. You don't get nothing on your return on paper because it didn't go anywhere, right? It's a dead stock. It didn't even move. So you lost all your money on paper. But on gold went through the roof. But guess what? You say, well, I put in on that. I should be getting a big return. No. Your return that you get on gold will be based on how much you put in on gold. That's how the stock market works. You get paid according to how much you put in. So if you really didn't put much in, you shouldn't be expecting much out. So it ain't going to be a big payout. It'll be more like a little payout. Okay? You didn't put nothing in on gold. Translation. The man accomplishes his dreams and goals. He builds himself up. He becomes something of value. He makes his money. You're not entitled to it because you didn't put in on it. You didn't help him to build. You watched him build. Which means, translation, you really didn't believe in him. You really didn't think he was going to do what he said he was going to do. You didn't think he was going to get where he said he was going to get. Here's what I want to say about that. The visionary can always see where he's going. It don't matter if other people don't see. It only matters that the visionary that sees can see. So if you pick a man that's going somewhere, that's doing something, my advice to you is invest. Invest. Don't let him blow up, get big, and then don't get it, got nothing, and then have your hand out, be there like a beggar with your hand out, thinking he finna do something for you, and be shocked that you ain't getting shit. You ain't getting shit because you didn't get him shit. He struggled to get where he was. He had to build everything that he is. He had to invest in himself and believe in himself to get where he at. He had to go through all them struggles by himself. You didn't even stand with him. And you think you supposed to get a payout? Listen, baby mamas, girlfriends, old girlfriends, ex-wives, if that's the case, you're entitled to absolutely zero. Absolutely nothing. You entitled to nothing, you deserve nothing, and you're getting nothing. Period. End of story. That's the way I can explain it to you. You put your money into that nigga over there that didn't have nothing. That nigga didn't want to marry you. You gave that nigga the highest honor you could give a man, which is kids. He didn't want to marry you. And now you sitting over there. He's still nowhere. And you over here with your hand, like a beggar with your hand out to the dude that did something. You want him to take care of the other nigga kids. Are you guys out your mans? Is something wrong with y'all? They been putting something in your Kool-Aid or your juice or your drinks? Because y'all all seem to think crazy to me. If you didn't put nothing in, you shouldn't get nothing out. If you didn't help me to build, you ain't entitled to nothing. And ain't no boyfriend or no new man gonna do the job of a husband. I'm gonna say that, and I mean that shit. Because I'm hearing some really outrageous, crazy things from older women. And I want to touch on that too, but this ain't the video for that. I'm gonna make a new video for that, but I just had to make this analogy so you guys can understand it. If you put in, the more you put in on the stock, the bigger your payout would be. The less you put in on stock, the less your payout would be. If you didn't put in on the stock, you don't get nothing when it goes up. That's why you got to catch the market when it's going up. You got to ride the wave. Okay? That's the best I can do. I hope it helped. Have a good day. That's why when you go ask about the guys they dated, be the dude went to jail, dude ain't never had nothing. And I don't know how many cases you have to look at where you see the women take care of the dude that's in jail with the other guy money. There was one video where the fucking guy was in taking care of the lady and her kid in the house. And then the guy comes home one day from working and the dude out of jail is in the house. And now his shit has got to go. And he done took care of this other guy's kid. And she been sending the guy money from jail with his money and talking to the guy the whole time while he's spending the money. That right there is killing shit. You don't take people's money. This shit got y'all all twisted over here with this American way that y'all done, this new feminine way y'all got going on, this feminism shit. This shit's getting y'all, gonna get y'all fucked up. You don't mess with men about their money. And a lot of the guys you guys are fucking with, them guys will fuck y'all up about that money or fuck y'all up for playing with them. Y'all do real stupid shit and then expect somebody to accept you and want you and take you in after you do the stupid shit and you fuck them over. I've never understood how somebody could help somebody and then you get them your ass to kiss after you beg them for their help. I never understood that. And that's what I'm seeing with you guys. Come with your hand out and you begging the dude to do this for you and then you go and you fuck the dude. So the dude go and buy, then another chick, she wanted the dude to buy her groceries on the first fucking date. I mean she had a shopping cart in a supermarket. And she putting shit in there talking about he finna buy and she got $200-300 worth of shit. No, he's not finna buy. He don't know you like that. Food going to your house and ain't going to his house. You might give him a meal out of that. And the rest of us are you and all the niggas you want to feed and your kids from other guys. You got your fucking mind. Ladies, listen. Your poor choices and poor choosing of men for the men you chose, that's on you. Don't make the men of the future pay for the men of your past. Because that's why you ain't going to have a future, because the men of the future not going to pay for what the dude did to you in your past that you chose. That's never going to happen. We make bad choices too, and child support and all this shit that we got to go through, and we have to pay for it all. A man is be held accountable for everything he do. He's responsible and accountable for everything he do because he got to deal with it. You guys want to skate, slide, and get around it and act like it don't exist. Well, when God come to judge, he's judging you for, he going through everything you did, which means he's going through the good and the bad with you of what you've done, which means he don't live in imaginary land. He lives in the truth. And if men have to face their demons to get what they want, no woman got to do the same. And I'm going to tell you like this. You ladies are going on dates and thinking that the guy's supposed to wine and dine. That's the job of a husband. And you guys don't want to get married. And what you're thinking in your brains is that you're going to take a guy that you sleeping with or a guy that's dating you and have him come over and cut your grass and help fix your car and take you on shopping sprees. That's the job of a husband. There's no boyfriend gonna do the job of a husband. And I'm telling you this because it's true. A man will do for his wife things he will never do for his girlfriend. Things he will never do for a woman he just dating. A man will do for his girlfriend. The only way he would do for his girlfriend what he would do for his wife if he sees her as a wife. If he sees you as a wife, he'll treat you like a wife because he's planning to marry you. He sees you as a wife. But if he just sees you as a girlfriend, he's never going to do for you what he would do for a wife, and paying your bills and cutting your grass and help fixing your car and getting involved in your problems and helping you out and taking you on shopping spree. That's the job of a husband. And for a husband to do that, if he wants to do that, it's really not his job, because you can go get your own shit and do it. He can help you. But y'all want the dude to do it all. It's like y'all think that man was put here to make your lives easy, and that's not what it was. It's the other way around. Y'all were put here to be our companions, because men are the builders of God's worlds. Everything that's built, all the real structures and all the lands conquered, are done by men, not by women, by men. So I need to clear that up. I need to say that because I'm seeing and hearing a lot of crazy shit from the women. And you guys, to me, have went away from God. Y'all not representing nothing of God. And y'all putting yourself before God, the men, and the children. So I don't have no sympathy for you, especially the black women, because a lot of you black women are doing wrong. I ain't saying all. There's some good ones out there. But there's so few, and so few good, and so many more bad. Out of 100% of marriage material black women, I would say it's only 10% of them that you can find you can marry. And they're like a needle in the haystack. And then when you find them, they be so bad, some of them, because they done been through so much shit that some of them you can't even marry them. Because they too mentally fucked up from the bad choices. To me, women do not know how to pick men. To me, women do not know how to pick men. Just look at their choices and you can see it. They don't. Women make bad choices in picking men. They do. And they quick to change and switch. Men don't like that. When you choose a man, it's the man. That's it. It ain't no changing and switching. It ain't no, he lost this. It's called thick and thin. Better for worse. Sickness and health. I've seen women come on things and say they left him because he had cancer. And it was an older guy. So she got with him for his money. I met women that are with older men and it ain't no sex, and she out here sleeping around behind the dude back while he collecting a retirement check from the military, and she spending that shit and going on cruises with other niggas. And then come to meet you and want to talk to you and think that, try to change the meaning of words. Or we separated. Then you find out they ain't legally separated. He's still in the house sleeping in the bed with her every day. She doing shit behind his back because you can't just come to the house. And now she's just making up her own words and you saying, but no, you married and you still married and the dude is still in the house. Oh, but we ain't doing nothing. Oh, but we separated. Oh, not legally, you're not. Well, to me we are. No. It ain't about you when you got other people involved. It's about the truth and what it is. And y'all are the only group of women I see that's supposed to be so educated, but then do dumb shit. And you take words and change the meaning of them to suit yourself, that the words don't mean that at all. Deal with what shit mean. Words were created to describe the reality that we live in. When you start taking words and changing up the meaning of words to some opposite shit or making up your own terms, that's where the English language gets lost. That's where words don't have meaning anymore. And you can just say anything and it can just go any way. And I'm just not living in that world like that, because words have to keep their meanings to me. So I'm saying that to say this. Y'all need to get real, because y'all got some crazy shit going on. I seen another video where it's a black lady coming on, and this was recent, saying that the black women were heading for a hard time and they needed to go out and get black men and get themselves a man because hard times were coming. I have a message for her as well. I don't care what the other men won't tell you, but I know that's how they feel. And I'm going to tell you, we ain't put here to come and get in front of a bullet for you just because we started dating you. That's the job of a husband. Y'all motherfuckers got shit wrong in the dome. Y'all think that a strange man that just started sleeping with you is going to go get in your shit and get in front of a bullet for you. You are out your motherfucking mind. No, we're not. You going to get that bullet you was supposed to get because I'm going to get out the motherfucking way because it ain't got nothing to do with me and I don't know you like that. What man going to get his life up for you and he just meant you? You ain't his wife. We'll do that for our wife. We're not doing that for a woman we just dating or a girlfriend that we don't see as a fucking wife. And I'm saying that because it's true. And y'all don't know shit about men. Y'all think y'all know about men. And that's why I'm clearing this up, because all of y'all finna go down this road, get to that cliff, and find out some real harsh reality and truth about men that was in your face the whole time. And the men are telling you, a lot of y'all just don't want to hear what those men are saying. All of us feel that way. The majority of us, out of 100%, 95 feel that way. What's the odds of you getting that 5% that just don't care? If you start some shit and you get in some shit, that's your shit. I'm not getting in that. I saw another video where a black woman spit on a fucking man and fired on him on a fucking train. And when the man went to fight her back, 2 men came and jumped him for hitting her back. You come over here with that shit.
Oh, no.
The 2 niggas that got in it, you getting that bullet too? Because, bitch, you should have mind your business. She getting all of these hands because she shouldn't have spit on me. You don't spit on nobody. That's the worstest thing you could do. So you spit on the nigga and fired on him like a man. I would have beat your ass like a man if that would have been me. And I ain't got no shame in saying it. I don't believe in hitting the women, but I will whoop your ass if you do that shit to me. Fuck. The nigga want it, he could get it too. I'm getting it to any nigga that want it. You coming over here with that dumb shit, trying to defend a motherfucker spitting on you and slap, because you'd have did the same shit if it she'd have did it to you. But then the men are so gullible, they want to protect y'all, and y'all wrong. Just completely wrong. Ass backwards wrong. So no, I'm not condoning that behavior, because it's wrong. Y'all lucky that man didn't pull out and shoot all y'all ass. For her doing that, everybody would have died. The men that jumped in at her, she would have fucking got that shit. You don't spit on no man, you don't hit no man. All men is not gonna sit there and just let you do that. But spitting on a nigga you don't know, and you gonna spit on me and swing on me? Yeah, okay. Do that to some of the other men and see what they do for you. If you think it's just me who feels that way. Y'all, men need to just be honest with the women so they can know what they dealing with, and then they can make better choices. But y'all, a lot of you niggas are lying for the pussy. And that's the problem. Y'all lying for the pussy. Y'all want the pussy so bad that you willing to lie for it just because they lying to y'all gonna lie to them. Because the women only give them what they putting out back. You lying to the man and want him for his money and don't want to say that. And so the man gonna lie to you and say he want to date you, and he just want the pussy. And see, that's the problem. The women have been selling out for money and power, and the men have been selling out just for the pussy. Because you ain't getting no money. They ain't giving you none of the money. So what is it really worth? It's so many of them. Just tell them the truth. Y'all, men are making daughters that have to be raised by the same dumb moms that are making the dumb decisions. And what are you going to do? You're going to get mad. I've seen this shit too, where the fucking dude is jumping at the guy that okay, good point. Good case in point. There was a story not long ago. They had a black lady sitting on the motherfucking stand. She was married. Okay, married. She was fucking another guy behind her husband's back. The guy he was single. The guy went and started sleeping with another lady. And when the guy went and started sleeping with another lady, she got a whole husband at home. Of course he did. So the woman felt like he shouldn't be doing that, and she was going to do something to him for doing it. So she went and told her brother that he had done something to her, and that he had done something to her to go over and shoot him and all this shit and light his house up, because she was mad that he was sleeping with another woman when he had every right to, and she had a whole husband. And that's what the nigga said. She had a whole husband. So the brothers went to the dude's house and he killed the motherfucking brother. And all of it was a lie that she went and told. And they had this bitch on the stand, and she on camera, and she on the stand, and they got all this shit on her, and she's sitting there saying she didn't do nothing. She didn't say nothing. She didn't lie. She didn't do this. They just completely living delusional. Motherfuckers like that need to be locked up and put in a straitjacket in a padded room by themselves. Because that's what would have happened 10, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. That's exactly what would have fucking happened. I don't know what world we're living in today. Everything's backwards. But her ass should have got the bullet for that shit. If I was her mama, I would have shot her myself or beat her ass myself. Because you done got the damn son killed over your trifling ass. You sitting out here fucking multiple dudes. You already broke your... Listen, ladies. You ain't breaking your covenant with your husband. You breaking your covenant with God too. You took vows before God and a covenant with God and your husband, and vows before God. And you not just breaking your vows with your husband, you breaking them with God. And what are you breaking them for? Oh, I wasn't happy. We growed apart. Oh, I'm getting older. I want to be able... What it really is, you want to go out there and go fuck more guys because you chose the below average guy with the above average money to make your children with. And now that your beauty is starting to fade, and you seeing all these other women get all this attention, and you seeing what the other women are saying they getting, because all y'all just lie to each other, if you ask me. And now you feel you can go out and make a new choice. I don't know how many women I've met broke their backs because they've saying this, and I had to tell them to their face the same shit. Because here's the thing. When you take your vows before God and you get married, that's it. You're supposed to be there for life. You shouldn't be able to divorce. Y'all looking at the shit as a game. Y'all gonna play the game, get the guy money, trick the guy, and then leave the guy and go start fucking somebody else. Fuck all around the guy while he at work, and then he just supposed to not do nothing to you, and you should just get to walk away with no penalties involved. And the courts are letting you do it because why? There's an incentive for divorce. They're giving you an incentive to leave the marriage, because then they get to get in there and take some of his money just for refereeing the fight between the two of y'all. They can go get in between the two of y'all, the lawyers and the courts and the state, and everybody is eating off of this guy. Everybody eating off of him and out of his plate and out of his fucking freezing refrigerator and the whole nine. They taking everything from him, and that's the only reason they cool with helping y'all, because they getting in the men pocket. And let me tell you this, the shit that is coming to now, like what that shit they got going on over in England, where 30% of the male population is paying for child support for women they've never even slept with just because they was nice to the kid. And they trying to bring that shit here. Let me tell you something. That's just a money grab. They're sucking. Them niggas are suckers over there. You gonna take on a date and be nice to her kid, and then you paying child support for another nigga seed, and you ain't even touched them draws? Man, get the hell out of here with that shit. Ain't no fucking way. And what this is gonna do if they do it here, because we in a free country over here, this is going to cause women with children to be left in the cold, and the children to be treated bad by men. Just ignored. Just fucking ignored. And they trying to do it over here. They already did it in a couple of states. And now you got a woman. I saw a woman a few months back talking about she had her neighbor. He got money. She had her neighbor watch her kids while she went to class. Man ain't never slept with her, never dated her, nothing. Just being nice to her. She had her neighbor watch her kids while she went to college for a couple of classes, a couple of times. So he watched her kids for her, and then she trying to put him on child support for watching her kids. Now the man is going out his way to be nicer. He ain't never slept with her. But because he got some money, she trying to find a way to get lawyers to put him on child support for watching her kids. You see how nasty this shit is getting? And the thing is, the women always been that way. The internet just exposed y'all. It showed the men who y'all really were, because the men to me were asleep, but now the men are awake. And everybody is seeing you guys for what you were and for who you really are and how you really are. And you need to be held accountable for it if you ask me. Y'all are heading towards a really bad time. The men can handle their own. And they don't really need the women, because all you really offering is pussy. And if we marry, it's bad, it end bad for us, not for y'all. So it really ain't an incentive for the men to get married, because it really ain't no marriage material women here to marry. So it'd be cheaper to just take you on a couple of dates, buy you something nice, or help you with one of your bills and go on about our business, or just pay your price and move. But when you coming in talking about, oh, I want this and I want that, you ain't gonna get none of that shit from these men. Y'all have unrealistic goals and unrealistic expectations. Y'all live in fairy tale land, rainbow land, so to speak. And I'm not coming to rainbow land to live with you at all, under any circumstances. You guys are fucking crazy. And some of y'all need medication. The shit that I've been hearing that come out of y'all mouth, that y'all got the nerves to get on video and say, that shows mentally that you guys are just not there. I'm going to say one more thing, and then I'm going to get off this shit. There was a black lady that came on, an older black lady. I'm sure people seen it. And she came on the internet, it looked like she was on a show. And she said that the women needed to, the married women needed to loan their husbands to the single moms to help them raise their children. And the single moms went off on her ass in the comments and went in on her ass because the single moms needed help raising their male children. What man is going to help you raise the other man's kid when he can't even discipline the kid to do that? And then what man's going to help you and he ain't sleeping with you? That ain't how it works. We got to get fucked into a deal like that. For us to even consider it, you got to be offering us something. You got to fuck us in. Now, we'll be nice to a little junior if we see him, you know. If the booty good and everything good, you know, we'll, you know, pass some lines to him, sit down, help him with some shit. Hey, you doing that? Oh, man, I know how to do that. But if it's whack or your attitude bad, okay, all right, little man, boom, we out. That's it. This is all it's going to be. You ladies really don't know men like that. Y'all really don't. And that's really how we are. And I'm just being honest about it because somebody needs to, because you guys need to hear it so you guys can change your ways. See, I feel if the men would just tell the truth, women gonna still want you anyway, but they gonna respect you more, because whenever I was straightforward and drew that line and told the women what it was a much better relationship than if you came in and just started trying to sneak and do shit. It don't make sense to do that when you're paying for everything, or you're putting forth the effort, or you putting your life on the line. Nah. You tell them what it is, and then you make your deal, and then that way it ain't gonna be no confusion. Because they need to understand their place. Your place is not of a man. You women are too masculine. You're not men. And masculine women never get the men they want in the end. Y'all masculine women are good to sleep with, but not good to date and not good to marry. It's good in the room, that aggression, but it ain't good nowhere else. And there's too many masculine women in the USA. That's all I'm seeing. And y'all gonna lose. Y'all been gonna lose because men control relationship marriage. A man can marry whenever he want. Women marry who they can. Men marry who they want. Y'all have to try to find what y'all want and can't never get it. The men marry who they want because they're the ones that's paying for it, which is fair. So all I'm gonna say is that, and if you like it, you like it. You don't, I don't give a shit. It just is what it is. Put in your fucking pipe and smoke it, niggas.